What's up, people? This is Boot Banter back at you with another video. Today I have an unboxing of the Nike Phantom GX 2 Elite in the Vortex colorway, as you can see. And then we have the bag. First impressions, I will say this is probably the ugliest launch colorway of a Nike boot that I think I've ever seen. Like even the Fireberry pink purple Vapor 9s weren't even this bad. But I guess the looks doesn't really matter that much, right? It's all about the performance. So with the Phantom 2, we have a basically a generation 2 of the grip knit. This is an evolution from the first Phantom GX and the Luna. I've never had the Luna in hand, but feedback on the internet is basically that the upper on the Luna was a bit too stiff. Like it had a full grip knit upper, but the basically it was too not too grippy, but too stiff. It didn't bend well with the foot. So Nike went ahead and re-engineered it and made it a lot more flexible and a lot more similar to the first Phantom GX. So you also have the sole plate from the Phantom Luna with the Cyclone 360. The blades, when you actually see them in person, do not look super long, but I will probably stay away from artificial grass with these. Now, I had the first Phantom. I played with them. I really liked them. And I would say that a few differences between the first GX and the second one is that, for one, it's no longer like a two-piece upper. As you recall from the first GX, you had like the fly knit through the midfoot, and then you had kind of like this little lace cover. I don't know how you really describe it, and that's where the grip knit was actually attached to. So it was kind of like a two-piece upper sort of thing. And for the GX2, they've made it so that it's one continuous layer, which should have it feel a little bit thinner since it's now one piece instead of two. Also, from initial try on, I did feel that the heel, the padding, the heel liner, I felt that it was a bit thicker than the first Phantom GX, and I guess that's okay. I didn't feel any heel slippage or anything like that, but I would say that if I could choose, I would prefer the slightly less padding in the heel from the first GX. The touch on this, I would say it feels pretty similar to the first one. I would say that it does kind of coincides with Nike's marketing with this, where it says like it's supposed to be a bit less grippy, especially on drier pitches. But I would say that might be true, but not to a really big extent, because when you feel it on the upon first feel, it's still very grippy compared to the first one. So if you're worried about, oh, this won't be as fun to use, or I won't have the same performance as I did with the first GX, I wouldn't worry about that too much. The insole is the same as the first GX, which is just a regular one layer of Poron with no extra inserts or anything like that. So if you like the first insole from the first GX, then you will have no problems with the second one. Going back to the sole plate, the stiffness of it isn't too bad. Compared to the first GX, it is a bit more stiffer, but not too much. Like you won't get any heel cramps or midfoot cramping or anything like that. It's just, like I said, just a little bit more stiffer than the first one, but not too bad. Oh wait, they do feel just a tiny bit lighter from the first GX. I think the first GX weighed about like 7.3 ounces, and this one is about like 6.8. So now we're stepping into vapor territory with the weight when it comes to the Nike GX. So I would say that's a small plus for it. Um, as long as you can make a boot really light, but still make it feel sturdy and comfortable, I have no problem with, any company trying to make their boots lighter. Just as long as you make sure that it's still durable and still um, comfortable. Um, let's see. The fit, the fit is um, it is slightly wider than the first GX, which is a big plus for me because I do have wide feet. And the first GX, it wasn't horrible for wide feet, but there was a breaking process with that. For me, it took me about 10 training sessions, about an hour and a half each, for me to actually break the boots in and make them feel really comfortable for my feet. And with the second one, upon first, initial try on, I felt that there still might be a slight break-in period for wide feet, but it definitely won't feel, or it won't take as long to break in as the first GX. So that's a big plus for me. Let's see. So we got the sole plate, we got the upper. Um, I will say that going back to the fit, um, the toe box is, like I said, wider, but still feels a bit, I guess, pointy, meaning that, or I should, the better way to say it is that the toe box is still low. So if you have like a really big toe, like I do, then don't think that you're gonna have a whole bunch of like don't think your toes are gonna be swimming in the forefoot, because it won't. Even though the last, which is the shape of the boot, even though the last is a bit wider, you still have a low toe box. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about sizing and thinking if you should get these or not. Just remember that you will have a slightly lower toe box, but the forefoot and the midfoot is just a bit wider than the first GX. So with that being said, that's pretty much my first impressions of this boot. I won't lie to you guys. I might return these back to Nike. I know that kind of sucks for me to, and talk about the first colorway of the boot and then having to wait so long for like a review, but um, I won't lie, this is a rough looking colorway. Um, I know that's like I said, I know in the boot world, colorways really shouldn't matter, but I keep up with the leaks, and I saw that there's gonna be a white, black, and gold GX2 coming out in about like mid-February. So I think I'm just gonna do the same thing as I did with the Predator Elites, and I'm just gonna send them back and just wait for a better colorway that's right around the corner. You know, there's no point in me beating these up and then before I get ready to even do the review, a new better colorway is gonna be coming out. So um, and plus there's already better reviewers out there that's already tested the boots, like SR4U Josh and Noah Kavanaugh. So as far as having enough people to give feedback on the boots, there's already been a decent amount of folks already having their put the boot through their paces. So for me, I think I'm gonna give these back, and like I said, wait for that nicer colorway. But trust and believe, I will be getting some colorway of the boot further down the line, and these will be tested and reviewed. you know um yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Light, wider than the first one, still soft, grip knit upper, and bladed studs. So that's pretty much the gist of it. this is my first impressions of the Nike Phantom GX2 Elite level 8 Vortex colorway. And with that, that's going to be it for this one. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.